It was the kind of road you don't notice until you've been driving too long, when your GPS reroutes you in the middle of nowhere. Lantern Road had no streetlights, no signs, and no reason to exist, at least not anymore. I was coming back from a late business trip, phone almost dead, when a sudden storm forced me off the highway. Rain hammered the windshield so hard, it looked like the night itself was trying to drown me. That's when my GPS said, "Turn right on Lantern Road." The tires crunched over gravel as I pulled in. The trees were so close they scraped the sides of my car. My headlights caught glimpses of old, rotting fences and mailboxes with peeling paint. Then, through the blur of rain, I saw it. A large white Victorian house at the end of the road. Every window was dark except for one upstairs, where a faint yellow light flickered. I shouldn't have stopped. I shouldn't have even slowed down. But my gas gauge was sinking toward empty. And there was something about that single-lit window that felt almost like an invitation. When I stepped onto the porch, the boards groaned under my weight. I knocked once, twice, no answer. I turned to leave, but the door creaked open on its own. Inside smelled like dust and damp wood. The wallpaper was peeling in long, curling strips. A staircase curved up into shadows, leading toward that flickering light I'd seen from outside. "Hello?" I called, but my voice seemed swallowed by the walls. Something moved upstairs, a slow, deliberate footstep, then another. I should have left. But I was already halfway up before I realized I had no idea why I was still climbing. The upstairs hallway was lined with closed doors. At the far end, one was slightly open, spilling warm yellow light into the dark. I pushed it open. The room was empty, except for an old rocking chair by the window, swaying gently as if someone had just stood up. And on the floor, scattered in a perfect circle, were dozens of Polaroid photos. I bent down to look closer. Every photo showed the same house, this house, but at different times of day, different seasons. Some looked decades old, with yellowed edges. And in each photo, there was always someone standing in the upstairs window. Sometimes a man, sometimes a woman, sometimes me. The rocking chair stopped moving. The air grew heavier, colder. I heard slow breathing behind me. I turned my head just enough to see a shadow on the wall, tall, thin, and twitching unnaturally, like it wasn't sure what shape it wanted to take. The whisper came so close to my ear that I felt the heat of it against my skin. "You took too long to come back." I bolted, running down the stairs so fast I nearly tripped. The front door was wide open now, the rain outside pounding harder. I sprinted to my car, fumbling the keys. The headlights flashed on, and that's when I saw the truth. The driveway, the road, the trees, gone. The car was parked in the middle of an endless, pitch-black void. In the rearview mirror, the Victorian house was still there, but much closer. Its windows glowed bright yellow now, every single one of them. And in each window stood a figure, dozens of them, watching me. The engine roared, but the tires didn't move. It was like the car was trapped in thick mud, except there was no ground beneath me anymore, just darkness. From inside the house came the sound of the rocking chair, creaking in a steady, unnatural rhythm. And then, the same voice whispered, from every direction at once, "Welcome home." The house grew larger. The yellow light swallowed everything, and I never saw the highway again.